Stanley.
Wait, hold on. We were all just saying jokes! Hey, how's it going, everyone? Welcome back. So today we are going to be playing the Stanley Perable. I have not done a lot of research on this, but I'm pretty sure it's more of like an Inception type game. My one hope is that Leonardo DiCaprio comes out, but I highly doubt that. So, without further ado, let's just get to it.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
I'll be quiet for this one.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley
sounds like such an horrible life. I don't think Stanley's happy.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Okay. Well, I don't want to step out of the office just yet. There's a lot of things, man. There's a lot of things to check out, you know? Like, I might have a message. Alright, I'm gonna step out of the office. Hello? Whoa, that's spooky. Can I go in there? No? So I'm just gonna
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
On my left? But the door on my right's still open. Should I go? Ah!
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yeah, I just wanted to admire. It's not like I lost my mind and wanted to go immediately right once you said left. I'm just like confused on why Stanley's so alone.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in. At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy, and reflected poorly on his overall personality.
I'm going!
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room, and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
You said door on my left, which looks exciting, but there's a door on my forward in front of me that also looks equally exciting.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Oh, Stanley didn't have the Tony brain. The Tony brain's just not listen. Ooh. This gives me Portal vibes like no other. What's this? Do not jump from the cargo lift while it's in motion. Will cause death. I'm all alone!
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I don't want to go back to the thing I was doing. Should I just go left? I don't know. Everything's telling me to go right, but I want to go left, but I need to go right. Wait, I'm confused now. Which door did he say? Let's go to the left this time, because I went right last time. Number of slides on this slide. Charts and slides. Slides! What? What do we do in this business? Rate at which charts on the same slide depict the same information. I failed math in high school for a reason. I wasn't meant for this job.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Upstairs, huh? Looks like a lot of steps, but that looks like fewer steps downstairs. A car.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went?
Oh my God.
And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, and at last he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming! Stanley began screaming.
Ah!
Someone wake me up! My name is Stanley! I have a boss, I have an office, I am real! Please, just someone tell me I am real! I must be real, I must be! Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Oh my God, I just went downstairs!
This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
No more going downstairs. This is just horrible. Okay, we went downstairs.
Coming to a
last time
staircase,
and had an
Stanley walked upstairs
existential
to his
crisis.
boss's office.
So, we're gonna go upstairs. Ooh, fancy. Yeah, I'm just gonna go see the boss. Yeah. Thank you, Karen.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
What? My boss was up to some control game style fucking shit right here.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Can I have some food?
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Okay, you can stop you know, escape! Escape! Escape!
Although this
I'm out.
passageway
Nope.
had
Nope.
the word
I'm out.
escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
What?
Behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Death. Death. I need to know. The lights after this. Okay, the fact that there's no more lights after this makes me hesitant to actually die. What is this? Hello? Is this hell? Beelzebub! I come for thee! Oh, no, still falling. Like a boss! Hero landing! Whoa, whoa,
As
whoa.
the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, it reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs.
I'm sorry, I want to go back! I want to go back!
So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Wait, hold on. We were all just saying jokes!
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
What? Who's that? Who there? Huh? I'm just genuinely confused.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
What? So these guys are like God. Yeah, they're like the ultimate beings. Did I finish the game? What the flip's going on here? I'm just wandering this big freaking museum. Mind control facility. So was this the mind control thing?
Now look closely, Stanley. See how it's impossible for the player to do anything in this room. Perfect example of poor level design. Textbook mistake.
What?
It's the kind of thing you pick up on intuitively if you have even the most fundamental understanding of the story.
Narrators, outtakes. Kevin Brighting, the voice of the narrator. Kevin. Okay, so we found out the narrator's name. Kevin. Okay, well, I guess we go through here.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Are you talking about like me and the narrator? Well,
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another?
I can't see a thing.
No, perhaps not. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this.
Wait, hold on. Hold on. Is she really saying press escape and press quit?
Game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let time.
Okay, I probably should have done quit and escape. What is happening right now? Begin the game. This is such a mind-tripping freaking game.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Are you God? Oh, are you messing with me so badly? I'm going to the right.
Eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
So I did that one last. I think I will do this.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
That's a big red button, though. You can't do that, game. There's a big red button, and it's just.
Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go,
Does he not know?
From here, it's, left.
Why would he... What?
Oh, no.
What?
No, it's to the right. My mistake.
Okay. No, I mean, we all make mistakes. What?
No, not
Dude,
the right.
come on.
Why would I have ever said it was to the right?
I don't
What
know.
was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh, dear. Would you hold on for a minute, please?
Oh, God.
5 hours later.
Yeah, no. Search through your papers. You know, get your stuff
Let's
correct.
see.
Okay.
We went down, right, left,
yeah,
down,
yeah.
left, right. Yep. Okay.
Yep,
Okay.
down,
Yes.
yeah, okay,
I've
okay,
got it
where we
now.
at? Where we
This
at now?
story is absolutely, definitely this way.
What? That wasn't even an option I thought. What in the Matrix is this?
No. This isn't right at all.
What
You're
in
not
the
supposed to be here
Matrix?
yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just
wait.
back to Oh,
Why do you
who
guys
am I
want
kidding?
2, 3, 4,
It's all rubbish now. The whole story
Fired?
completely unusable.
Who's fired?
How about rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning.
No,
And this
no.
time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay.
I want to
From
know,
the top.
Is this? I'm now considering that the voice in my head is just God. I wonder how many like possibilities there are in this world. Okay.
When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change?
Obviously
Stanley,
not. What?
did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere, or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the
No.
story.
Right?
It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere.
Definitely didn't press
Okay,
anything.
then.
God,
It's
I'm
an
sorry.
adventure.
Oh,
Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
let's find the story. You told me not to get off track. Now you've lost the whole thing. Wait. Did they all? It's a huge maze. Oh God. All right, let's go find. I don't know what we're looking for.
Do we need to restart the game again?
No.
Well, I
no,
find it
let's
unlikely
just...
that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this.
What?
Okay, let's give it a shot. Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Okay. I can do that. This is mind melting. Can I open stuff yet? Nope. Nope. Wait, did it? No. The spilled tea. Of course! It's all coming together now. The voices. The hating Mondays. This was all a trap. I don't know. I'm honestly trying to figure something out, and I don't know what to figure out. This is horrible. What is it? Oh, my brain. My brain is genuinely melting.
Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all.
Yeah, no,
Is this
same.
the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since
I
I've
have broken
completely
the
forgotten
narrator.
what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win!
Yeah!
Congratulations!
Let's go! That's how you do it! He
All
wrote
right,
down
I've got
line.
a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Perable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Hello?
You see?
hello?
The line knows where the story is. It's over in this
Taking a
direction.
big old
Onward, Stanley, to destiny.
To destiny!
Here's a thought.
what?
Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story?
20 minutes later.
Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being?
2 hours later.
Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this
writers,
train of
man.
thought for a minute. Just stick with me.
They talk so
Now, we can
much.
both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence.
3 hours later.
Okay.
Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office, in fact, the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct?
5 hours later.
Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that.
You are mind-melting me, bro.
I think what we need right now is a bit
of...
of music to lighten the mood.
What?
Approximately 10 hours later.
Okay, I'm pretty sure that
Cut the music.
Thank
Go
you.
back and look at that fern.
What, fern?
Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully.
Okay.
You won't want to miss anything.
You gotta lick the fern. You gotta smell the fern. You gotta date the fern. You gotta be the fern. It's just a fucking leaf plant. What's going on here? All right. Fern. Oh.
No, not again, Line. How could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been
20,
through,
there it is.
Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Oh, come. How's this my fault? The line's not doing what the line's supposed to do.
I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
That direction? All right, narrator's getting pretty freaking exciting now. He's rolling with the Stanley idea.
Yes, this is exciting. Just me and
This is
Stanley
such a
forging a
blank
new
world.
path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be,
monster.
Stanley,
We're
I'm
just-
ready for it.
I was like, we're just going in circles. This is breaking my physical brain.
Oh, no, not you
The line
again.
found its way
Stanley,
back.
I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story.
Yeah,
no
no.
lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
No lines. Should I just walk away? No, I should follow, right? Get out of here! Get out of here! Come on! From Brooklyn, we don't get no lines over there. Come on! Yeah, that's it. Get out of here. Now we're in a different room.
A choice. We get to make a decision. I believe I need a minute to think here.
Alright,
Just
take-
walk in
take
circles
your
for a
time.
minute.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by
figured it
all
out
accounts, the door on the right is the correct one.
Of
Another
course.
victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
I went in a circle like a child. What?
Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is?
What?
It's all one giant ending?
Maintenance room,
And we're supposed to restart the game eight times?
Whoa!
That's really how all this goes?
There he is gone after
It's
a long
all
time. Stanley dies. What?
Determined?
What?
So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what?
No,
Am I just
no,
supposed
no.
to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget?
About previous restarts.
My mind
yeah,
goes
narrator.
blank simply because it's written here on this
Yeah,
thing.
Yeah. Defy
wall.
logic. Defy logic. What's
Well,
going on?
who consulted
can't
me?
move.
Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't
My
be.
controls are all
I don't
messed
want it to
up.
be.
What's going on?
I don't want the game to keep restarting.
Okay.
I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't
either.
restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle?
I don't know.
Whatever it is that made this schedule?
I just want to
How
avoid
do we
that.
even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen?
You're not even here. It's just
So-
me.
Okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of
confused.
story. Wouldn't you agree?
I
I'm
guess
not
so.
quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime...
Oh my god, that's... What? Alright guys, I think I'm gonna call it there. I'm pretty sure there's a lot more mysteries in this game than I have realized. But if you liked what you saw, go ahead and hit that like button. Go ahead and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. You get notified every time I post up a video. If you guys want to see a little bit more of Stanley Perable, even though my mind might melt, I will gladly post more. Just let me know down in the comments. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and enjoyed me losing my mind throughout the whole thing. And I will see you all next time. Bye! I wonder at the end of this if we get to meet Kevin the narrator.